Good morning. So we will be calculating packing efficiency in case of simple cubic unit cell and body centered cubic unit cell, and in case of face centered cubic unit cell. So our topic is packing efficiency. What is packing efficiency? It is the percentage of total space occupied, by the particles of certain packing is called as packing efficiency. Got it? What is packing efficiency? Packing efficiency is the percentage of total space occupied by the particles of a certain packing is called as packing efficiency. Means if it is a unit cell, okay, then we know unit cell, the space in the unit cell is occupied by the atoms present. Okay, so let atoms are present. Okay, means these atoms will have some volume, and that unit cell, okay, is also having some volume. So it is the percentage of total space occupied by the particles of a certain packing is called packing efficiency, the percentage of total space. So total space in this case will be volume of the unit cell, and the percentage of the particles which is occupying, okay, the space will be the volume of all the spheres. Means the volume of all the sphere upon the volume of the unit cell will give packing efficiency. So we will calculate packing efficiency of a simple unit cell. So it is packing efficiency of a simple cubic unit cell. So let it be a simple cubic unit cell. It is simple cubic unit cells. Simple cubic unit cell. And we know the atoms present in a simple cubic unit cell is only at the corners of the cube. So there are 8 corners. So all the atoms present are on the corner of the cube. on the 8 corner of the cube. Okay, this is simple unit cell. We have to suppose two things. Let the radius of the atom be r, and the edge length of the cube be a. Got it? We have supposed two things. First thing is the radius of the atom. Okay, you have to understand one thing. If it is atom and atoms are occupying the corner position, okay, then atoms are spherical. So we will assume atoms to be a sphere. So in place of atom, you can write let the radius of the sphere, atom or sphere, because atom is spherical and we have to assume atom to be spherical here for our calculation. So one can write here radius of the atom or radius of the sphere, both are same. And then the edge length of the cube to be a. So this is edge length, okay, and this edge length is a. We have supposed this is a. Since it is cubic unit cell, so all of the edges are a in this case. Okay, now we know if it is a simple unit cell, then effective number of atoms that is Z, we have calculated, okay, is equal to 1, because 8 atoms are present at 8 corners, and contribution of the corner atom is equal to 1 by 8. So 8 into 1 by 8, it will be equal to 1. It will be equal to 1. So we say Z is equal to 1 in case of simple unit cell. Okay. Now I have told you earlier, atoms we have to suppose to be spherical, and we know volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So we will write, therefore the volume of the atom, or you can say sphere, the volume of the atom or sphere will be equal to what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. Got it? So this is the volume of the sphere, and it came equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. Now I am going to rub this. Now edge length is equal to a, we have supposed. So now edge length is equal to a. We have supposed edge length to be equal to a. And just you have to remember, okay, not remember, you have to simply you have to think over it. I have told you earlier, if it is a simple unit cell, then in simple unit cell just try to think if this is a simple unit cell, okay, then corner atoms touches each other. Corner atoms touches each other like this. Okay, let these be centers of these spheres. Okay, this is simple unit cell, and you can clearly see the atoms present at the corners. The atoms present at the corners are touching each other. Are touching each other means like this. Okay, means R from here, from this figure, this distance is R, this distance is R. Here we have supposed radius to be small r, so R, and this is edge length, means edge length A is equal to 2R. Okay, it is clear from the figure. Now I am going to write here, in place of A we can say A is equal to R plus R, means 2R. Got it from this figure? The atoms present at the corners are touching each other. That's why this distance will be equal to radius of the sphere. Again this distance is equal to radius of sphere, and from this distance to this distance, this is edge length. So edge length is equal to R plus R. So we can say edge length is A, and it is equal to R plus R is equal to 2R. Now A is equal to 2R. So if A is edge length of the cube, then what will be volume of the cube? Means volume of the unit cell. So write here volume of the unit cell, and it is equal to edge length cube, means A cube. A we have is equal to 2R, so it is 2R cube, so it is 8R cube. We have two things, one is volume of the unit cell and other is volume of the atom. Got it? So write here volume of the unit cell, volume of the unit cell, and it is equal to 8R cube. Okay, and volume of the atom is 4 by 3 pi R cube. Now it is percentage of the volume occupied, percentage of the volume occupied, and it is equal to volume of the sphere upon volume of the unit cell. Got it? It is percentage of the volume occupied, and it is given by volume of the sphere upon volume of the unit cell. And I have told you percentage of the volume occupied is known as packing efficiency. So we say packing efficiency is equal to volume of the sphere. Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So right here 4 by 3 pi r cube upon volume of the unit cell, and it is 8 r cube. Okay, means it is equal to 4 pi r cube upon 3 into 8 r cube. R cube got cancelled. 4 2 ja 8. So it is equal to pi by 6. Pi by 6 is equal to, and if it is we are calculating percentage now, means we have to multiply it by 100. So multiply this by 100 because we have written here percentage. Okay, so into 100. So 3.14 upon 6 into 100, and this will come out 52.4. Got it? So packing efficiency of a simple cubic unit cell is equal to 52.4%. Okay. Now come to packing efficiency of a body centered cubic unit cell. So put heading packing efficiency of a body centered cubic unit cell. Body centered cubic unit cell. Okay. I am going to draw a body centered cubic unit cell. Okay. So if it is body centered cubic unit cell, the atoms present will be at the all 8 corners. And one atom will be present at the body. Got it? So in this case, effective atomic number Z will be equal to 8 atoms present on the corner, means 8 into 1 by 8 plus 1 atom present at the body, and I have told you the contribution of the atom present at the body is equal to 1. So it is equal to 2, means Z is equal to 2 in case of body centered unit cell. Got it? Okay, then same thing you have to suppose, means let radius of the sphere to be equal to r, and the edge length of the cube to be a. Okay, radius of the sphere, this radius we have supposed r, and edge length means this distance we have supposed A. Okay, so we have calculated Z is equal to 2 in case of body centered unit cell. Then I am going to calculate the volume of the edge spheres present in the body centered unit cell. So write here volume of the sphere present in body centered cubic unit cell, BCC. Okay, two atoms are there, so 2 into volume of sphere is given by 4 by 3 pi r cube, so it will equal to 8 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, so write down this on the corner so that I will get space to write. Okay, so I am writing this here, means volume of sphere we have calculated 8 by 3 pi r cube, and I am rubbing this. This is the volume of the sphere, which is equal to 8 by 3 pi r cube. Now just try to understand one thing. Just connect this diagonal. Okay, so let this be A, B, and connect the body diagonal. Okay, D. Connect the body diagonal D. Okay, so this is A, this is A, all these are A because edge length we have supposed is A, and because it is a cube, so edge length will be same. So we will consider triangle A, C and D, B. Okay, all right, like this A, B, C. So we will consider triangle ABC. So write here in triangle ABC, in right angle triangle ABC, ABC, AC will be equal to under root AB square plus BC square using Pythagoras theorem, and AB is edge length, this is edge length, it is equal to A, BC is edge length, this is equal to A, so we will write here A square plus A square, which is equal to root 2A. Okay, means AC is equal to root 2A. AC is equal to root 2A. Okay, now come in triangle ACD. So write in triangle ACD, in right angle triangle ACD, we know we have calculated this distance AC is equal to root 2A. So this AC is equal to root 2A. okay, and this CD is equal to A, and we have to find AD. So in triangle ACD, AD is equal to under root AC square plus CD square. Means AC square we have calculated root 2A square plus CD is the edge length, means it is equal to 2A square plus A square, okay, means AD is equal to under root 3A. Got it? AD is equal to under root 3A, means AD, this distance is equal to, this distance is under root 3A. One more thing, I am going to draw the face body diagonal. Body diagonal is AD, and body diagonal is this is A, this is D. Okay, so you can clearly see here this AD is equal to R plus R plus R plus R, means AD is equal to 4R. So we can write here in place of AD it is 4R. So 4R is equal to root 3A. So from here A will be equal to 4R upon root 3. Got it? So A is equal to 4R upon root 3. Now we have edge length, okay, we know edge length is equal to 4R upon root 3. So we will calculate the volume of the unit cell, and volume of the unit cell will be equal to A cube. Okay, I am rubbing all this. So write here volume of the unit cell, volume of the unit cell, and it is equal to A cube, and A cube, A is equal to 4R by root 3, 4R by root 3. So this whole cube, means it will be equal to 64R cube upon 3 root 3. Okay, root 3 cube means 3 root 3. So this much. Now we have volume of the unit cell. We know volume of the unit cell we have calculated. We have calculated volume of the sphere. Now we can calculate packing efficiency. Okay, so write packing efficiency. Packing efficiency and this packing efficiency is given by volume of the spheres upon volume of the unit cell multiplied by 100. Volume of the sphere is equal to 8 by 3 pi r cube. So write here 8 pi r cube upon 3 upon 64 r cube. 64 r cube. This 3 root 3 will be shifted into numerator. So 3 root 3 and multiplied by 100. So this is the packing efficiency in case of body centered cubic unit cell, and it is equal to 8 8 64. 3 3 will get cancelled, r cube will be get cancelled, and it will be equal to pi root 3 upon 8 into 100, means pi is equal to 3.14 into root 3, it is 1.73 upon 8 into 100. Okay, got it? Volume of the sphere 8 by 3 pi r cube. So 8 by 3 pi r cube upon volume of the unit cell, it is 64 r cube. 64 r cube. 3 root 3 will be shifted in numerator into 100. Okay, 3 got cancelled. 8 8 ja 64. Okay, r cube got cancelled. So we have pi root 3 upon 8 into 100. Put these values and it will be equal to 68%. Okay, so packing efficiency in case of body centered cubic unit cell is 68%. Okay, now come to the packing efficiency of a face centered cubic unit cell. Packing efficiency of a face centered cubic unit cell. Of a face centered cubic unit cell. So I am going to draw a face centered cubic unit cell. This is face centered cubic unit cell. And I have told you earlier, if it is face centered cubic unit cell, then the atoms present are on the 8 corners, and in addition to these corner atoms, the atoms present are at the all 6 faces. Okay, so at this face, one below and one above. You can simply count 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 atoms are present on the 6 faces of the cube, and 8 atoms are present on the corners of the cube. So from here we will calculate effective atomic number, and I have told you effective atomic number is given by Z and Z in this case is equal to 8 atoms at all 8 corners. So 8 into 1 by 8 plus 6 atom on 6 faces, and I have told you atoms present at the face, okay, is said by 2 different unit cells. So contribution of 1 atom present at the face is equal to 1 by 2. So 6 atoms are present, so each with a contribution equal to 1 by 2. So 6 into 1 by 2. So it is 3, 1. So 3 plus 1, Z is equal to 4. Z is equal to 4. Now we will calculate the volume of the unit cell, volume of the sphere. So volume of the sphere will be equal to total atoms, total sphere multiplied by, total sphere is 4, I have calculated. So total sphere multiplied by volume of a sphere. Volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. We have supposed two things, okay. Let radius of the sphere to be r and edge length to be a. So r is the radius of the sphere. So volume of the sphere will be 4 because 4 atoms are present into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So it will be equal to 16 pi r cube upon 3. 16 pi r cube upon 3. So write this value at the corner so that we will get space to write, okay. So volume of sphere is equal to 16 pi r cube upon 3. So one thing we have calculated, that is volume of the sphere, and it is equal to 16 pi r cube by 3. Now come to the edge length. Edge length we have supposed to be a, so write here edge length equal to a. Edge length is equal to a, okay. Okay, atoms are present at all faces, okay. So connect face diagonal, okay, connect face diagonal. This is face diagonal, okay, and name this as ABC. A B C. Again come to triangle ABC, come to right angle triangle ABC. So we will write in right angle triangle ABC. ABC, AC will be equal to AB square plus BC square using Pythagoras theorem. AB we know it is edge length. We have supposed edge length to be equal to 1. So A, edge length is equal to A. So write here A square. Again BC is edge length, so A square. Again this value will be equal to 2A square. AC is equal to 2A square. I am going to draw face diagonal. So face diagonal is like okay. This is AC, A and C. Phase diagonal I have drawn separately. So this phase diagonal is, this distance is R, this is R, this is again R, and this is R. So AC we can say here is R plus R plus R plus R means 4R. Okay, AC is here 4R. Now write 4R in place of AC, so it will be equal to 4R is equal to 2A, not square na, 2A. Okay, so from here A will be equal to, it is root 2A, sorry, it is root 2A. Okay, so A will be equal to 4 by root 2 R, A by 4 root 2 R. So we have edge length. Now what will be volume of the cube or unit cell? So write here volume of the unit cell. It will be equal to A cube. A is 4 by root 2, 4 by root 2 A, sorry, R whole cube. So volume of unit cell will be equal to 64 upon 2 root 2, 64 upon 2 root 2 R cube. Okay, got it? AC is equal to root 2A, this distance is equal to root 2A. AC we have calculated 4R, so 4R is equal to root 2A. So A will be equal to 4 by root 2R, and A is edge length, so A cube will give volume of unit cell. So A cube is equal to 4 by root 2 whole cube. Okay, 4 by root 2 R whole cube. So it will equal to 64 upon root 2 into root 2 into root 2 means 2 root 2. Okay, R cube cut down, cancel each other, means it will be equal to 32, means this value will be 16 root 2, 16 root 2 R cube. Okay, 16 root 2 R cube. Now we will be calculating packing efficiency. So packing efficiency is given by volume of sphere upon volume of unit cell. Means into 100. Volume of sphere we have calculated 16 pi R cube, 16 pi R cube upon 3, upon volume of unit cell it is 16 root 2 R cube, 16 root 2 R cube, R cube got cancelled, 16 got cancelled. So it is equal to pi upon 3 root 2 into 100, means it is equal to 3.14 upon 3 root 2 into 100. And when you will put value of root 2 equal to 1.41, okay, it will give you 74%. Okay. So packing efficiency of a face centered cubic unit cell means FCC, face centered cubic unit cell, is equal to 74%. Got it? We have discussed three things. Packing efficiency of a simple unit cell. Packing efficiency of simple unit cell is 52.4%. Packing efficiency of a body centered unit cell, this is for simple unit cell. BCC, body centered cubic unit cell, it came equal to 68%, and in case of face centered cubic unit cell, it came equal to 74%. So you have to remember, okay, these values, and it will be helpful in calculating or solving numericals. Okay. Now one more thing, volume of hexagonal closed, means volume of SCP, hexagonal cubic closed packing, and it is your homework. You just try to find volume of a SCP, not volume, sorry, packing efficiency of a SCP, means packing efficiency of hexagonal, okay, closed cubic unit cell. Okay, and just try to solve it, and in next lecture I will tell you how to calculate packing efficiency of SCP. Okay. Okay, and in next lecture we will be solving some numericals based on these theories, these packing efficiency and rest of the theory which we have discussed. Okay, so thank you.